unstoppable. Hey.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the eyes. Now the eyes I'm very comfortable with doing. I've always been comfortable with doing my eyes for some reason. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna start with a concealer on my eyelid. You can do it like just a shade darker if you wanted to, or whatever concealer you have. Put your concealer on your eyelids and then just take your finger, make sure your hands are clean, and just blend it into your eyes. Now that we have that on, I don't know what kind of look I want to do today, so I can't really tell you that. I'm just going to call it a rainbow look. I have no idea which one I'm even going to dive into first. I didn't think that out. But yeah, I do have this new palette. It's the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. It has, how many eye shades do I have in it? Let's see. 10 jaw-dropping shades. It's vegan, cruelty-free, long-lasting, and it's got a buttery feel to it.
I'm gonna
put this palette back, and I'm gonna show you my James Charles palette, which everybody knows all the colors in it, but I'm gonna show you anyways, because it is a new collection into my makeup palettes. And if you don't know, I am very big on bright, bold colors, and I'm starting to get out of my shell a little bit, so most of my videos is probably going to be bold colors. But this is what the palette looks like. I would love it if you would start commenting on my my videos and tell me what you would like to see, and you know, techniques that you would like me to show you. It's really hard trying to come up with things that my viewers would like to watch, and I know that I don't have a lot of viewers right now, but it still, you know, means a lot if you would comment and tell me what you would like to see. It would make it a whole lot easier on me. But yeah, so now that I've showed you that palette, I am going to start off with putting like a whitish beige color on my eyelids. But I am going to dive into the Morphe palette. So for my eyes, like I said, I'm going to go in with like a white or beige color. This one's called Flashback. It's the white color in the James Charles palette. And we're just going to apply that to our eyelid. Get my mirror. Okay, so for the next color, we're going to do, well, first let's just pick out a decent brush. We're going to do this bigger, fluffier brush to go on the outside, because the next color will go in from right the end of your eyebrow and go to the corner of your eye. See, it'll get dark right here and then lighten up as you go to the corner of your eye. So for that, we are going to use the color, let's see, do we want to do a green or a blue? No, we're going to do a green. So let's go in the color Daddy. It's a very, very dark green. Like kind of like a hunter's green. I don't know if you can see that. And we're just gonna apply that from the outside of our eyelid and move it to the inner corner. So just apply that. Make it really dark, or not really dark, but you know, darker than the rest on the end. And then make it lighter, so like barely touch, and pull it into the corner of your eye. So it should basically look like nothing's there. I mean, like you can tell that there's a little color, but not a lot, you see? And don't worry if it looks like a little hot mess right there. We're gonna clean it up. If you need to, dab dab back into the color Daddy, or the shade. Let me start saying shade. Not a lot of y'all are gonna have this, but if you do, I prefer using that. If not, then you can take like a Jeffree Star white lip gloss or lipstick, or a white lipstick that you have, or anything that's, you know, white, a white cream, or maybe even if you don't have that, take your concealer and put it down and then just cover it up with some white eyeshadow. But for me, the names wore off of it, but I'm just going to take a little bit of that and use it for my cut crease. So you just take a little bit of your concealer of your choice. It can be white, or like I said, the one that we put down on our eyelid before, and just take a small brush like this. I don't know if you can see, like that, and just dab into that and start from the, you'll see the crease of your eye. Just go like right above that maybe, and just start applying that right there. So start from the corner. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. We'll fix it later on. So just dab it, and, or in my case, just stroke. Just like so. And it's not going to be completely white because we did put down that other color before, and that's okay. Also, if you like slime making videos, go check out my brother's channel. His name is Ranson, and all you have to do is type in his first video. It's called Hulk Slime, and just say Ranson or Red's slime making tutorials, and then / Hulk Slime, and I will also leave a link to his channel down below. Okay, now once that is on, just take like your finger or a different type of brush, which we'll do a different brush just to make it more, I don't know if you see that. My hands are dirty now from all this stuff, but we're just going to smooth it out so it doesn't look so clumpy. And try to fix that line. So just like that. Now we're just going to go back in with the same color, Daddy, and just fill in the ends and blend it in just a little bit. Not a lot. Just, you know, I'm always preach about sharp lines. Always blend any makeup that you do, or you'll always hear it from me. I'm always going to say blend in the sharp lines. We don't like harsh lines. We just want to kind of like buff it out, blend it in, just like so, so it doesn't look like a hot mess. So just like that. Okay, now from there we are going to put back in our white back over it just to make it a little bit whiter. Or if you had the other concealer, because you don't have white, not everybody has white, you can take more of your white eyeshadow from your whatever palette that you're using. From this one is called Flashback, and just keep going over it till you get the whiteness that you want. just like so. Now we're going to take another brush. Just going to use this one. We're just going to add the color B to the corner. Actually, yeah, we're just going to add it to the corner of my eye. Okay, I just blend it out with a blending brush. Not too hard. Very gently. And then go back in with the yellow and darken that yellow back up. Now that that is all taken care of, we are going to go into the Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And I don't really like to cuss on my channel, so I'm not going to tell you what shade this is, or I will tell you a part of it, but I'm not going to say the word, just because I like to keep it kid friendly. But it's called Rich, and I'm not going to show it either, but it's this gold. And we're just going to apply that to this open space that we have left from the yellow and the dark green. So just take another brush and dab into that. Just like so. Just blend it into that yellow. And right now the lines are pretty harsh, but we're just gonna blend that. So once you get all the gold onto your eyelid, just take your blending brush again and just blend it all in. Well, actually take your the brush that you used the shade Daddy with and just blend the corner of that. Just dab, 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 dab. And do the same thing with your yellow. Now take that blend brush that doesn't have any color on it and just go back all across your eyelid, very lightly. Just to buff everything out, blend everything out. Okay, now just fix your eyebrow with a little brush that you have. Add a highlighter to the top of your brow, which we're just going to go in with Princess on the Jeffree Star palette, and just add it right below your eyebrow. and blend that in. And then just take your eyeliner. I like to use this MAC eyeliner. And the reason why is it has a tip on it that I like so much. It's like a little, well, I don't know how to explain it. Like a brush. It's like a little, well, actually it's called the brush stroke liner. It's liquid, but it makes it so much easier to do your wings. So we're just going to go in and start your wing. Let me move this palette so I don't break it. So like I've always told you, I like to start from the middle of my eye and go out, and then I come back to the corner just to make sure I have everything straight. So middle. And then go back to the corner. And another reason I like to use this so much is because you can get such a fine line, and it's easier to fix the mistakes that if you make. Now with other eyeliners, you can use those. I prefer not to because it is just so much easier just to use this one. But you can use the other ones. But yeah, it just goes on so much smoother and you can control it better. And if you cannot afford a MAC, which I've been there, can't afford it, I will show you the other option that you have. You can go to your Walmart or Target or wherever you're, whatever you're closest to, and Maybelline also sells products like, sort of kind of like the MAC product that I have. It is the same, a little bit the same. The quality of it's different. Of course, because this is a little bit cheaper than what the MAC would be. But comparison, I'll show you. This is what the two look like. It's not really much different. This one doesn't have a gripper on it, and the Maybelline does. But this one also doesn't put out as much product as the MAC does. So it just depends on like whatever you can afford. But it is a good idea if you do, whichever one that you can afford, it is a good idea that you do get this kind of pencil for your wings. It's just easier that way to apply it. But like I said, if you can't afford the good products that are the more expensive products, you can always have your cheaper option and also make your eye still look bomb as the person that had the more expensive items. So once you get that straight line like I have right here, we're just going to take from the end and do a catty corner straight up, or sideways, or catty corner, whatever you say. Not too far. And then take from the end of that and draw it back to the center of your eyelid. And just fill it in. Don't get discouraged if you can't do it the first try. It took me a good while to learn how to do this. Practice makes perfect though. Just remember that. You can't fix it all the time if you do mess up your eyeliner. Most of the time you'll have to redo the whole eye look. but sometimes you can fix it. I've said that, and I've got my wing already done. We're gonna go in with the bottom eyeliner. Now for that, I don't use a liquid eyeliner, and the reason why is because it will burn your eyes. I cannot stress that enough. You get that liquid into your eyes and it burns like crazy. I like to use, well, it's not like a pencil, it's well, I guess this one is. I did have to buy another one. Anyway, it looks like this. It's not liquid, so whatever product that you can afford that's not liquid, I suggest you putting it onto the bottom of your eyelid. So just apply to your waterline. Mascara. For the mascara, I don't do expensive mascaras at all. I usually just go to our Walmart and I get the brand same Maybelline. It's called Big Shot, and for some reason I am in love with this product. It makes my eyelashes just look so much bigger. I have pretty nice eyelashes already, but like the volume's not there. I do have like full eyelashes, but the volume's just not there like I want it, and this totally helps. It just lifts them up so much. So just apply your mascara. Try not to touch your eyeshadow. And do the same thing on the bottom. Now, once that's done, I was going to put on my eyelashes, but I just realized that I don't have any glue, unfortunately. But I do like to use the brand Kiss, like this, but it does not come with any glue. So, I won't be able to show you how to put on eyelashes in this video, and I'm also not going to do the other half of my face just because I don't really, you know, it's just a little tutorial on how to do this makeup look. So I know I look completely crazy, and that's okay. I just want to show you how to do it. I'm not like going out anywhere, so I don't see the point of me doing the other side of my face. But yeah, that's how you do that. Just, it's 3 or 4 colors, and just make sure you blend it all out. And you know, my cut crease is a little bit different than anybody else's, and that's okay. Everybody has their own way of doing stuff. You are creative in your own way. If you do go get this James Charles palette, all the colors that I used are in it, and you can also use this Jeffree Star palette, and some one of the colors I used in this look is in this palette. If you cannot afford this stuff, that is totally fine. You can use here, I'll be right back and I will get it. You can use this brand, which you've seen me pick up in the last 2 videos, or I think I've only posted a few videos, but in most of them you'll see that I only use these palettes, and that's because that's the only ones that I've had for a while, and now I'm starting to get more palettes to my collection. But like these palettes are just as pigmented and has just as many colors as the James Charles palette, and if you like the gold that I used in the Jeffree Star palette, it is also here. And honestly, you know, I'm not being like a critic or anything, I'm not trying to be ugly, but the gold color was better in this one. So I mean, it just depends on what kind of feel, like what kind of formula you like, or the pigments that you like. It just depends on what you like and how your skin reacts to the makeup and stuff. But you know, I've never seen any highly pigmented colors at Walmart or anything, so you would have to like save up your money if you don't have a lot and go to Ulta and get palettes like this. Now these were only like $25, $25, so they weren't that expensive. So I would suggest that if you cannot afford James Charles or Jeffree Star or stuff like that, to totally go get the BH Cosmetic. It has, you know, my stamp of approval on it 100%. And they do have a lot of palettes. I just have 2 of them. So yeah, if you like the Beauty Killer palette, I'm pretty sure you can order that off the internet. James Charles usually are sold out, but I don't know now. It took me a little while to get that palette. So I wouldn't stress too much if you can't find the Jeffree Star palette right now, because like I told you, it took me forever to get this one. I mean James Charles. I don't know what I said. I probably said Jeffree Star. But yes, this is the first James Charles thing that I have, and Jeffree Star, and I'm totally in love with both of these palettes. Anybody can do this. It's super easy. I encourage you to do it. If you do makeup look kind of like this, send a picture, send me a private message and I will check it out. And if you want me to create a look, send me a picture of what you want me to do and I will try to create that for you. Like I said, I do work with a lot of pigmented colors and bright and bold colors, but I also do natural colors too. So just like I said, if you whatever you want to see, just leave a comment down below and I will check that out and try to do what you want me to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.